The Houston area is home to a number of commercial holiday light displays. I'd never seen any from the ground, but I'd been looking forward to the holiday season so I could see them from the air. My first holiday light excursion took me to College Station to see Santa's Wonderland, which bills itself as the world's largest Christmas park. My plan for this flight was to start during daylight so I could fly a more direct route and land at Navasota at sunset for fuel. I'd take off again after dark and follow State Highway 6 to the park. On my way north, I flew by Dewberry Farm, which hosts seasonal attractions including its own Christmas light display. I didn't fly over it at night, however, as I have a personal rule of only flying within glide of major highways at night, and there aren't any near the attraction. I came across this property on my route absolutely strewn with radio antennas. I did some digging and found it's a station used for ham radio competitions. Before this flight, I didn't know ham radio competitions were a thing. I also made it a point to fly over the Texas Renaissance Festival, the largest event of its kind in the country, on the last day of its season. Santa's Wonderland didn't disappoint and remains the coolest thing I've flown over at night easily. The camera footage unfortunately doesn't do it justice. I included footage from two different camera configurations. The one optimized for night is sharper with less noise, but I had the color temperature on it set too low and it really doesn't do the vividness of the colors justice. After seeing Santa's Wonderland, I headed back south down Highway 6 past Navasota to 290 and followed 290 southeast to 99. I took 99 south to I-10, where I made a brief diversion west into Katy to see the Light Park. This is a drive-through exhibit whose flashing lights are hard to miss from the air. Further east down I-10 at Memorial City is Coca-Cola's Classic Christmas, a dense attraction with lights, ice skating, and snow slides. Its small size was a bit underwhelming from the air. I found Memorial City itself, with its red and green coordinated lighting, more interesting. On a different flight, Memorial City was lit with red and white candy cane stripes. Even these nearby office buildings were in on the festivity. Heading down 59, I overflew Sugarland holiday lights at the Constellation Field ballpark. I had to fly above Sugarland's Class D airspace, so my footage isn't great. My route back to Wharton, down 59, took me past the Fort Bend County Fairgrounds, temporary home to Magical Winter Lights. This attraction focuses on large lantern displays, but also includes carnival rides. Back in October, I'd flown over the fairgrounds when the Fort Bend County Fair was taking place. I didn't make a separate video of that flight, but the footage of the fair seems to fit here. NASA and Moody Gardens have their own holiday light displays, so I decided to check them out on another flight. For this one, I'd fly past downtown at sunset and land at Baytown to refuel during twilight. I'd then head south to Johnson Space Center before continuing south to Moody Gardens in Galveston. This was my first time flying past downtown during the day. I forgot to turn my landing light on when I reached Baytown, but there was enough light remaining to see the runway. NASA's Galaxy lights ended up not being especially impressive from the air. Moody Gardens wasn't much better. This flight wasn't a disappointment though, as some of the subdivisions I flew over were fully decked out with lights. The one neighborhood I made a point to fly over was the Heights, and it was indeed a spectacle. I've come to really enjoy flying over Houston at night. There's a beauty and tranquility to night flight over urban areas that feels distinctly different from flying during the day. Chasing holiday light displays gave me renewed purpose in my night flying, and the extra color and glitz elevated the experience to new levels. I just wish the footage could do justice to what it was like being there.